Hi guys, so I'm doing a quick assistant update. It's a Google Assistant update, but I'm just gonna show you stuff. So I just built these last night. I moved books from behind books, and I have two empty shelves there. One empty shelf there. Those are getting replaced with all of them. Just some omnibuses, and the last three volumes 25, 26, and 27 is on pre-order. Uh, Volume 12 of that's on pre-order. Volume 13 is on pre-order. Volume 14 hasn't been released. Volumes 7 through 12 are on order of that. And there's some omnibuses over there too. So, but basically, basically, if the omnibuses and volumes 25, 6, and 7 of the Gray Man doesn't fill up this whole shelf, I'm putting volumes 1 through 12 of that there. This shelf I'm mainly going to be using for art books and also other books that aren't manga related, so like actual hardcover books, but it will be anime related still, so art books, insert from actually call it complete collections. So I'm gonna basically still haven't finished this stuff. I just have to find places for that stuff, but the spray is for the compressed air is there just for now. All that stuff is just there for now, except for the battery charger. The screwdriver is just there for now. But that stuff, the actual hard drives, SSD and also flash drives, I'm gonna put them into a little container like that thing right there, and just leave the SSD there because I usually just throw it into my backpack whenever I leave. Controller is for the computer, which is in the Cerberus. It's a Cerberus build, which has two capture cards, 32 gigs of RAM, 6-core 12-thread processor. I was planning on updating it to a 3700, but said nah, don't really feel like doing it to that. There's Monitor PSU in there. There's a 2070 in there. Yeah, so my TV was sitting on my desk, but I moved it back some. I just put a shelf under there and put like a board under there, and I put cables behind there. So what behind there is a switch, and the switch, hope the switch does actually kill itself, but basically it's just down behind there because I actually couldn't. I didn't want the cables. I was tripping over the cables a lot. So this power switch is this surge protector is connected over there. That surge protector is connected over there with that fan over there with a Ethernet cable behind there that runs all the way over there, down behind there to the switch that's behind there, and then one cable is going to there, and then one cable is going to there, which is that's a new addition. I don't know if you can see it, but it is the Roku Ultra. I could have another cable going to here just for my Blu-ray player, but it's just there for watching Blu-ray. The Blu-ray player is connected to the projector. The Roku Ultra is connected to the projector. I basically removed the switch that was there that had the computer hooked up to like there, and then the Blu-ray player hooked up to there, and then a Roku stick hooked to there. The Roku stick got replaced with this device that you saw a video of. I hope so, at least. Um, um, it's kind of dark in here, but because there you go. And from there's three remotes, because the reason I actually unplugged the projector from actually there was so I can be from the computer, because it made the TV flicker. Just a bad HDMI cable. It was basically doing a lot of stuff. So right now what's connected to the projector is just the Blu-ray player and my Roku, and so what I want to do is basically get a a ultimate a Logitech Harmony Hub. I had one before, but I had the older version that didn't have Bluetooth support, and this Roku supports Bluetooth for the remote. And so I was gonna get that, plug it down there, and then plug it, put the IR blaster over there. I would have to teach, you have to use the white remote to teach it how to like teach it, like turn on and use like the computer app to basically teach it, to like teach it how to turn on the projector, do all the stuff it does, like shush, like change the aspect ratio, change actually inputs. So just so I can change from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2 just by pressing the down button or whatever. Just want to basically press one button. So I want to basically press one button and have it change to projector, so I can turn on the projector and turn off the projector. And then I have basically the Blu-ray player, which I want to have hooked up to there with on another button so it controls the Blu-ray. And then I have the Roku remote that I want to change basically to use the control the Roku just with a single remote. Yes, there will be some input latency for the Harmony Hub, but that I can deal with instead of having 3 remotes, and these will be put somewhere else. And I would have to teach it that smart plug over there, so I can basically press one button to have it control my speakers, because right now I can just tell my assistant to basically turn on the speaker and it'll turn on. I was using an Echo Show because of that, and also that smart plug was basically used for light. I had another smart plug in here that was turning on my PC that I was using to boot it up with basically so I was saying basically what happened was, so I can basically just say, Alexa, I was saying, Alexa, turn on PC, which means it turned on the smart plug, and once it turned on the smart plug, it basically auto booted because the BIOS was set to boot to auto boot when power was restored, and so when the power was restored, the computer booted to Windows, and then I had a script start that said shut down computer at 6 a.m. and then shut down the smart plug at 6:08 by using a timer to like turn it off. So when I got up, I can say, Alexa, turn on PC, and it would turn on PC again. But that didn't work out properly because what I needed to do was basically it was bad because of it didn't work out the way I wanted to. But so I did using the MAC address of my actual computer by basically turning on Wake on LAN by using a smartphone app to boot my actual computer, and then to shut it down, I use an app running on the server. I mean a server app that runs on the computer, and then when I press shut down, it shuts it down, or it can put it to sleep or hibernate it. But so what ended up happening was that worked, but if power was lost, then I couldn't basically turn on the computer with the app. I would have to press it on and then have it shut down with actually the app, and then it would actually work again. So that basically wouldn't help if I lost power, which basically is, and if the computer was on the UPS, then that wouldn't matter. But since it's not on the UPS because my UPS recently died, it basically would just, I would have to do it every time power was lost. So basically I updated the assistant I actually have. So basically there's the power plug, which is a little Google Ethernet adapter, and Google Ethernet power adapter. And so the Ethernet is connected to the switch, which is behind there, and that is connected to the Google Assistant right there. And so what I wanted to like do was basically use my power my smart plug to basically power on and off the actual computer by using by using the Google Assistant, and I could still do that because I had 3 in here. That was what that was for. But I ended up not liking having 3 smart plugs in here, and that just didn't boot properly. It booted properly, it was fine, but not the way I wanted it to work. Next is this mat right here. It's a new mouse pad. I had a smaller mouse pad, but so yeah, so the plan was I wanted to replace that actual those 3 remotes with one. So I also have to teach it, but the funny thing is the Roku could already has commands for it. The Blu-ray player already has commands. I might have to do custom commands anyway because I want one to do actually some like stuff. The Roku and Blu-ray player already has commands. I'm gonna might do actually custom ones anyway. And then the projector doesn't have actually what's it called, commands, but this is the MW612 per projector by BenQ, and the 612 doesn't have commands, but the 617 does, which basically is a DLP WXGA per projector. This one is a DLP WXGA projector that basically is a generation newer, because how BenQ projectors work are well, at least they're older ones. Their models, their older models had higher numbers, while their newer models of their lower end projectors actually have basically lower numbers. And this one, it basically works. So I just wanted to basically use one remote. Yeah, it's kind of a hassle. Because before I basically had a Roku remote like this one that uses AAA batteries. This uses AAA batteries. This uses AAA batteries, and so I actually had they're all rechargeable. So this is in here, so it's 2, 4, 6. So, and then I have 2 rechargeable batteries in here. That's 8, and I only have 8 rechargeable batteries. And this one uses AA batteries, so I'm using AA Panasonic end loops. So they all have Panasonic end loops in them, all the remotes. And so what I wanted to do was basically somehow put this, which is just it. So the what's it called? The Logitech Harmony Hub can control 8 devices. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because of for the power plug. And so what I wanted, but it can't control multiple TVs at once, so I'm not going to control actually that. So I can just use the Google Assistant with that. So because I can say, hey Google, turn on TV.
Sorry, I'm not sure which TV you'd like to turn on.
Oh, my bad. Hey Google, turn on monitor.
Alright, turning on the monitor.
If it turns on. No, it won't turn on. Okay, I don't know why. But it's supposed to turn on, so just what? So, hey Google, turn off monitor.
Okay, turning off the monitor.
So, yeah, it's just a way I said it, so. Yeah, so, and this is something new I added. This is a, so, what I wanted to like do was hook up Bluetooth to my projector so I can have basically headphones connected to my computer, because I have a pair of Bluetooth headphones right there. And what I wanted to like do was basically what I wanted to like do was hook up a pair of Bluetooth headphones by getting a Bluetooth dongle and pairing them. So, but basically, I thought, why would I do actually that? Because yes, yeah, because a Bluetooth dongle would have cost $50, and so I already had a splitter. So there's a splitter that plugged into the back of the projector, which one end is going to the speakers over here, and then the other end is going to a extender right here, this red cable, and that red cable is going to this extender. So like this right here, which is a 1/8 to 1/4 jack, or 3.5 to like 1/4. So this basically allows me to plug in my headphones that are plugged into my audio interface currently directly into here. And then I can basically, and since my cable's already long on my headphones, I can literally have listening without using my actual speakers, and I can just have it hooked to my actual. I can have it hooked to my projector, and then when I'm done, I can just plug it back into my audio interface. But what I basically thought about before, Bluetooth was actually getting some RF headphones, so radio frequency headphones that I could basically hook to my projector and then just put in batteries, and then just do the same exact thing. But then I thought Bluetooth. I have Bluetooth headphones, and I thought I basically spent for these two cables. I spent $2 on this cable right here. I spent $5 on this adapter. The red cable's from eBay, and the adapter is from Sweetwater's, because that's the only place I actually had them. And yeah. So, and I have an iPad here just for when I need it. So basically, I would basically then put these remotes like somewhere. The Harmony Hub would probably be plugged here, because that's the closest thing to like because since this is Bluetooth, it basically is the closest thing to Bluetooth. Because the little IR blaster sends out Bluetooth and Wi-Fi signals. Since this remote uses Bluetooth, it will connect to like there. This remote uses RF, because if I press actually down, watch. So you see, so see, press down, turns on fan, because that means it's RF. Because this actual remote is RF. You can also tell by, if you look into a camera, you can see a red light. So just show you. So, and then if you press this, radio frequency. So, and this one may be radio frequency, I'm not for sure. No, this one is actually Bluetooth. So like normally Roku remotes are Bluetooth. Are like radio frequency. I think this one is. So yeah, see, and you can basically just see actually that. And so this is just here, just in case I need to hook. So I have this here, so if I ever need to work on a laptop, I actually have space now, and I can plug in the HDMI into the laptop or computer, whatever, and then use that monitor right there to look at the screen. Or if I needed to plug in this phone that I'm recording on, because that's the camera I'm actually using right now. This basically plugs into the USB-C port, and I plug in HDMI. It mirrors the screen onto my capture card, which appears up there. Same thing with the iPad cable. This is the camera that used to be on this bookshelf that I moved up there. This router was on the floor. This was in the middle of the floor, so I gained more floor real estate and more desktop real estate because I can basically, this stuff has to be organized more. I just moved this here, and then those are just there until I get some more SSD. So this stuff is going to get moved somewhere. This is going to be staying there. These are just there temporary. The screws are going to go back into the computer for when I put in more SSDs, because I had SSDs that I put in there. They're 256 gigabytes, which here's one of them. I didn't unbox for it. But basically, this is being used as my boot drive. Not my boot drive. It's being used as the portable like backup drive, and also a ISO flash drive. So I have Ventoy installed here instead of using one of these flash drives that are failing. Well, if this is a 16 gigabyte one, the 16 gigabyte one is failing, so I have data on there. This, I just have some other, I think, Mac OS on here. I had another flash drive that failed. This one is a key flash drive. It has Windows 8 on there, but I have to get Windows 8 on here for people who actually still want to use Windows 8. This is my card reader for that camera if I'm recording it and I don't have my computer on. Then my controller stuff. And just to let you know, if you want to see the manga I have on the shelf, actually so far, some of this is, like, the stuff down there is getting replaced with some omnibuses. So, going down here is volumes 1 through 10 of season 1 of Rose Vampire, then there's season 2, this was called, volumes 1 through 14, Universe Virus, FLCL, but that's just some stuff already that I had behind my actual other books. Then there is Sangorea, volumes 1 through 11, Yokai Girls, volumes 1 through 11. I need to get volumes 12 is in them coming in the mail, 13's coming in the mail, and 14 hasn't been released yet, so that's going there. Volumes 7 through 12 is going to go there. I'm actually waiting to get release of Soul Eater, the Perfect Collection, because they have 6 volumes of the Perfect Collection, and they only have volumes 1 through 4 released, and 5 and 6 hasn't been released yet. 5 is on pre-order. 6 isn't been released yet, and that is to combine all 25 volumes into 6 actually books. So it's cheaper because volume 1 through actual 4 of the Perfect Collection of Soul Eater costs $100. So they're $19 a piece, and plus some change. And then volume 5 is $19 a piece, and so is volume 6. And so that comes out to less than $200, while volumes 2, because I have volumes 1, 3, and 4. I mean, I have volumes 1, 2, and 4, so I wouldn't need volumes 3, and then volumes 5 through 25, and that comes out to $200. I didn't want to spend that much on just that. Same with actually this. I have 4 or 5 volumes of this manga, but I'm gonna get the omnibuses, which are which are 3 in 1. So the first one has volume 1 has 1, 2, 3, and then number 2 has 4, 5, and 6, and then etc. all the way up to 25. And then, because they haven't released an omnibus of volumes 26, what 2020. I mean, no, it's volumes up to volume 24. Because they don't have they have volume 25, 26, but they don't have 27 yet. And so once 27 came out, they would release an omnibus of that, and then I would basically upgrade that into like that. And most of this stuff is I'm just gonna leave space for art books. So, as if you actually cared about manga stuff, that's my manga collection. Some anime I have, I can show you that in another video. So thanks for watching. Bye.